Howdy and welcome to the Mighty Mojo channel. I'm Chuck. So, in a previous video, I mentioned that there was someone showed up in one of the forums. I think it was the one that was on that's hosted by Amazon, and the person in the forum said that they'd had their account banned, and then there, the usual people come in and said, "Oh, you had to done something wrong. You had done something wrong. You had to do something wrong," and none of them mentioned the fact that if Amazon spots irregular activity on a book that you have in Kindle Unlimited, where it looks like that the page reads are being bot generated, you get banned. That's what happens. You get banned. And but nobody mentioned that to the person, or asked the question: did you have your book in Kindle Unlimited? Nobody asked the question. And I pointed out in the video that I did that having your book in Kindle Unlimited, it has its benefits, but if somebody strikes out at you and generates false page reads, it can mess you up big time. Now, one thing I didn't point out in that video is if Amazon's being hit hard with bot activity, with bot reads, sometimes these bots will try to misdirect Amazon toward other people and away from themselves. Because it's basically, to some degree, it's bot versus bot, and so they try to trick the bots, and an innocent person can get caught up in that. And anyway, I noticed in I think it was up from Drudge Report. There's an article saying that AI-generated books of nonsense are all over Amazon's bestseller list. I hate when they do that, because AI is artificial intelligence. It's not a bot. There's a difference between artificial intelligence and a bot. A bot will produce gibberish because it's poorly programmed. And AI actually has the ability to program itself. There's actually a conspiracy theory out there that Bitcoin was programmed by artificial intelligence. That's who actually programmed Bitcoin. But AI is artificial intelligence. It has the ability to program itself and to learn. To the degree it can actually do that, to the degree it actually is above the bot level, that may be open for debate. But you shouldn't mix the term just bot and AI. And AI is artificial intelligence. Bots go way back. I remember back when I used to do it was Yahoo Chat, and they had actually a pretty good chat system set up, even with video in it. It was small, it wasn't like what you can see now, like when you go watch a stream on YouTube or Twitch. It was small, and it was chat. It was set up more for person-to-person type chat, and but it was part of a larger chat thing where there was lots of people chatting. In other words, you could go into like a private chat with somebody, but it was part of an overall larger chat system. And the chat system would get hit with spam an awful lot, and almost all that spam was bot driven. And I don't know whether the term stuck, but when it would start getting hit hard, and then the bots would start doing weird stuff, the me and other people say, Will Robinson, because that's just letting you know the bots are in the room doing weird crap, without saying it. Danger, danger, Will Robinson, and that's letting the people operating the bot. You're gonna get caught. You're fixing to get caught. We're fixing to do some bad stuff to you. But those were just spam bots. They're not sophisticated. They don't really. Back in those days, they weren't that sophisticated. Now, bots themselves have grown more sophisticated in what they can do, obviously. But there's still a difference between artificial intelligence and just a regular bot. A regular bot will produce gibberish. Artificial intelligence might actually produce a book that might have a plot, might have characters, might actually be engaging. AI may actually write a real book. A bot's not going to write a real book. They're going to just produce gibberish. But anyway, Amazon got hit by a bunch of bot generated books of nonsense, and some of them because of the click farm behind the bots. In other words, creating those fake reads, those false reads in Kindle Unlimited, Kindle Select. Uh, they pushed some of these nonsensical books up to the bestseller list. Now you can go back 2016 to that. I mean, you can go back and just about every year Amazon gets hit with this stuff. Um, in the past, I've kind of suspected there might actually be some Amazon employees involved, but I can't prove that, and it's just conjecture, and I could be totally wrong. And I think Amazon employees already hate me enough as it is without me going there. So I don't know. Um, but this happens just about every year, and Amazon doesn't seem to be able to handle it as well as they should. And when you look, okay, you go into the forums, people that's publishing through Vela. It's not Kindle Unlimited. It's you had to buy these short little works with tokens, and people write web serials, and at some point the web serials may be turned into a regular book if it's published on Amazon. You have to be careful with all that stuff, the way Amazon rules are set up, and I don't want to misspeak on how the rules are set up. But anyway, you go into the forums related to Kindle Vela, Amazon Vela, whatever you want to call it. A lot of those people have trouble that there will be almost everybody there has at least one episode or maybe more episodes that get hung up in review. Amazon bots in combination with live people, they will not release a book. And these are real people writing real books, and they cannot get their books past review. And these web serials past review in Kindle Vela, in Amazon Vela. In the regular part of Kindle, KDP, where you publish your books, you may have keywords that totally get stripped out where your book can't be found. You don't know the degree that the Amazon bots are doing it or employees doing it or whatever, but they do all kind of crap to hurt different writers. And yet somehow these scammy books with fake reads manages to get through the system. Now maybe it's just a matter of knowing the system, knowing the programming. But doesn't that kind of point to there being an inside person involved in it? I mean, I wouldn't know how to. I wouldn't want to, but don't misunderstand. I wouldn't want to do it. I'm an honest person. I would not want to try to cheat the system, no matter how angry I get at Amazon. That's not in my DNA. I just don't do that kind of crap. But if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how to do it. I wouldn't have a clue how to do it. I might could go on the dark web and find, information, I guess. But there again, wouldn't it have to originate from some disgruntled employee or something? If something like that were to show up on the dark web, wouldn't it still have to come from an employee? And wouldn't the employee be doing that to give themselves cover? Have other people doing it so that when they do it, it's a group of people doing it, and so it's more difficult for Amazon to isolate exactly where the attack's coming from? I mean, it still kind of point to an Amazon employee. I could be wrong on that. I could be totally wrong on that. But anyway, Amazon's being hit with the garbage books and the fake reads again. It happens every year, and it is weird because a regular, ordinary, real person at times has trouble getting their ebooks through the system. And if they get it through the system, either an employee or something will, and there again, part of that could be bot driven. In other words, Amazon, it may not be an employee that's trying to hurt you, but just somebody out there is trying to hurt you, and they may use a bot to attack your book or attack you, and file false complaints against you with Amazon and do that kind of crap. And there again, it's partly to give themselves cover. I need to get my next ebook published. I need to be making money. I don't have enough traffic to do a good launch. I don't have enough traffic. And of course, that makes you vulnerable when you do get attacked, because it doesn't take a whole lot to attack you. Somebody puts a 2-star review, or 3-star review, and you don't have any 5-star reviews there. You don't have any 4-star reviews there. 3 stars and below, it can do damage to you when you don't have that much traction in the system. Anyway, this article points out that if Amazon doesn't deal with this issue, it's going to bring down the payout, where people will not want to put their ebooks into Kindle Select, or for Kindle Unlimited. But I stick to the contention: you need to be careful with it regardless. You're more likely to get caught up in the craziness if you have your book in Kindle Unlimited. And yeah, there's lots of good reasons to have your book in Kindle Unlimited. It gives your ebook more oomph within the system. Those reads count toward the rankings, the ratings, and Amazon naturally leans more toward those books anyway. Besides the fact you get the boost from the rankings. That's the reason these fake books, ended up on the bestseller list, because that's how much weight that Amazon puts on Kindle Unlimited. So after I did that video, I said, well, it's hard to get. It's going to be hard for me to get traction with people, because I'm going to charge at least $2.99 for the ebook, because I need to make money. And maybe I thought, well, I'm kind of down on that, but maybe I ought to put the new ebook in Kindle Unlimited. But no, it would like be asking for problems. So no. Anyway, much thanks for listening. I do appreciate it. Thank you.